It's time for Friday Night Flights, sponsored by McDonald's of Hampton Roads, Hampton Roads Transit Student Freedom Pass, and Casey Auto Group.
Halfway through the high school football season in Hampton Roads, it is time for the serious playoff contenders to step up. An unbeaten team on the peninsula looks to keep its streak going. An unbeaten team at the beach looks to do the same. And a private school with hopes of becoming a national powerhouse welcomes one of the best teams in the nation for homecoming. How did they do? Let's find out. Friday Night Flights starts now. I'm Bruce Rader, and we start in Virginia Beach, where unbeaten Cox has hopes of winning its first district football title in school history this season. Tonight, the unbeaten Falcons take on Bayside, one of 4 teams at the beach with only one loss. Let me take you to Cox High School, where they've got a great student section, Falcons in green. We're midway through the third quarter and still no score until Leno Lester busts it down the left side. He's only a 9th grader, but he's got speed. 75-yard touchdown, and Cox takes a 7-0 lead. They take care of the rest with their defense. Bayside is going to be driving in the fourth quarter. Quarterback Jarvis Davis is wrapped up, but still tries to lateral. It's a fumble. It's picked up by Jaron Jefferson, and just a few minutes later, the Marlins on the attack again. Davis completes to Jaden Curry, but look who it is. Jefferson with the strip. Cox is 5-0 for the second straight year after shutting out Bayside 10-0. Cox, though, still has to face Ocean Lakes, their new coach, Joe Jones, looking for a 4th win in a row. The Dolphins in white against Kempsville. Tyler Browning goes right up the gut, a long run, and that sets up the Dolphins' first score. Big Eric Crosby rumbles in. He's going to play his college football at Tennessee. How about some more Ocean Lakes? Tyler Browning again. A huge hole. Ocean Lakes jumps out to an early lead and never looks back. The Dolphins' defense was outstanding as they hold the Chiefs scoreless all night long, and the Ocean Lakes offense was cooking. Josh Williams with a short score. Ocean Lakes pitches the 42-0 shutout win over Kempsville. A big homecoming game at Bishop Sullivan as the revamped Crusaders looking to make a national name for themselves, trying to snap a 2-game losing streak against national powerhouse Good Counsel from Maryland. Bishop Sullivan in green up 6-0. Ty Quas got right up the gut in for 6 as Bishop takes a 12-0 lead. Now, the Crusaders couldn't get the 2-point conversion. But how about Catholic on special teams? Sheridan Jones looks like he's going to be wrapped up, but he spins out and gets deep into Good Counsel territory, setting up 4th down for the Crusaders. Hey, let's go for it. Tyler Dessou hits Tylen McElhaney for the touchdown. Up 5 at the half, Bishop Sullivan with a signature win. 25-13, and joining us tonight on Friday Night Flights, reporter and anchor Lex Gray. And Lex, one of your stops tonight on Chopper 10 was that big game at Bishop Sullivan Catholic.
It most certainly was, and what an atmosphere, Bruce. As you mentioned, homecoming for the Crusaders. The home team was in the lead as Chopper 10 flew overhead and landed, and they kept it up, advancing into halftime. A big crowd in the stands for homecoming, including the man they call Superfan Ray. His real name is Raymond Durand, but fellow fans gave him the name Superfan in the 80s. That's because he started coming to games in, get this, 1964.
Wow.
And he's been there for almost every one, both home and away. By his estimate, he's been to about 95% of Crusaders games. He says he prefers home games to everywhere else.
They all get together, make noise, cheer, we cheer. And I have a pom-pom every once in a while up in the stands and waving it around. And I just feel great here, I feel safe. I enjoy coming here.
And you can see Superfan Ray waving those pom-poms as he leads the homecoming parade. Ray says he's proud to say his kids graduated from Bishop Sullivan. And now to Chesapeake for another school that had a very eventful off-season.
Now, Richard Morgan out at Oscar Smith. He was replaced by former ODU assistant and Phoebus head coach Bill D, and the Tigers have not missed a beat with their new coach. The Tigers at Hickory tonight trying for their 4th win in a row. Second quarter, no score. Oscar Smith in white, William and Mary bound Sean Mitchell gets picked off by Hickory's Theodore Harris. You don't see that very often. He's one of the best quarterbacks in Virginia history. The Hawks pumped up. But look what happens on the very next play. The same thing happens to Hickory's quarterback, Jackson Childress. He fakes the handoff, looking for someone to hit, but is picked off by Khalid Perry, who then proceeds to take it 61 yards downfield until he's forced out at the 20. So let's go back to Oscar Smith quarterback, Sean Mitchell. Hey, this guy, he's not going to be picked off again. In fact, he hits Cameron Kelly in the end zone for the touchdown. The Tigers defense does its job. Oscar Smith now 4-1 after a 36-0 shutout of Hickory. A big showdown in Hampton. Bethel and White against the Hampton Crabbers, one of the great rivalries in Hampton Roads high school football history. Late in the fourth quarter, Bruins down 16-8. Quarterback Jeremiah Owusu keeps it himself, runs it in for the score. Bruins would score on the two-point conversion, and the game is tied at 16, and it would go into overtime. Bethel gets the ball 1st and 4 on 4th down. Kicker John Vasculopoulos tries for the field goal, but the Crabbers get the block. They try to run it back, but it's dead. That would set up this game-winning touchdown from the goal line as the Hampton Crabbers get that win in overtime, 22-16. Now we're going to stay on the peninsula. Heritage trying to bounce back from last week's loss to Bethel. The Hurricanes in gray taking on Denby. First quarter, Denby on offense. Look at that bat snap, goes over the quarterback's head. The Hurricanes pounce. Shavon Austin runs back the other way, all the way for the touchdown, and then more of the same. Hurricane defense. Darrell Walker has the interception, and look at this. He's headed the other way for a touchdown. Could the defense please leave something for the offense? Second quarter, one of the best combos in Hampton Roads. That's Heritage quarterback Jeremiah Boyd. He lets it fly to Amanye Watson. Goes up and gets it. That could be the play of the night. He's gone for the touchdown. The Hurricanes go on for the big win, 55-7. Phoebus remains unbeaten. The Phantoms over Gloucester, 21-7. Salem, 14-6 over Green Run.
Lansdowne with a 4-point win over Kellam. Tallwood, a big 31-3 win over First Colonial.
And on paper, here's a big upset. Nansemond River, 30-7 over Indian River. Grassfield, 27-6 winners over Western Branch.
And still to come on Friday night flights, Chopper 10 heads to Norfolk for a rivalry game between Granby and Lake Taylor.
And the Friday night flights, play of the week, still to come.
Bruce and Lex will be right back with more Friday night flights.
There they are, the Bishop Sullivan Catholic High School Marching Band under the direction of Dwayne DeVoe. They are the Friday Night Flights Band of the Week.
You can see their entire performance on wavy.com. In Portsmouth, winless Wilson on the road against Norcom, and there was a very special guest in attendance.
Indeed, that would be one of my favorite all-time athletes, Portsmouth native and Olympic gold medal winner LaShawn Merritt, a great guy, honored with a parade in his hometown, given the key to the city after an outstanding performance at the Rio Olympics. He graduated from Wilson, but couldn't have been happy watching Norcom beating the Presidents 24-8. Third quarter, Wilson in white, Desmond Elliott Jr. hits tight end Darian Ferguson with his pass, who weaves his way into the end zone for the score, and then on the ensuing kickoff, Cavante Dawson will bring it back with a vengeance. A great return. He was forced out at the 25. That led to another Norcom score as the Greyhounds go on to win it 30-16. In Norfolk, perennial powerhouse Lake Taylor against a Granby team that's off to one of its best starts in years. Comets, though, no answers for Rashawn Griffin. Look at the speed on Griffin, who outruns everyone for the touchdown. Griffin plays good defense as well. Here he comes up with the fumble recovery for Lake Taylor, and then he comes back on offense and scores another touchdown. Lex, the kid had 4 touchdowns tonight.
It's an incredible game.
Lake Taylor over Granby, 28-9. All right, Lex, Lake Taylor was another one of those places that you flew in on Chopper 10
It
tonight.
certainly was. You picked good games for me. Lake Taylor had the lead in the third quarter as we landed up 11 points over Granby. Here's that view from Chopper 10. A beautiful night to see those Friday night lights. Most of the cheerleaders went home early. They had to get ready for a competition against other Norfolk squads tomorrow, so good luck to them. But these ladies stuck around to help us throw out wavy footballs. And a big name alum was back on the sidelines. The Falcons drafted Ricky Barden after he graduated from Lake Taylor and then UNC. Barden played alongside other well-known graduates like famous Amos Lawrence, who played for the 49ers, and Tommy Graves of the Steelers. That was a great time for Lake Taylor football, but Barden sees today's team as a strong group as well.
Hank is so good with the kids, and these kids are really motivated. They're hardworking, and I think a lot of what they do, they're talented, but they work hard during the week. And when you work hard during the week, it's easy to come out game day and perform on game day.
Barden's got an ACC ring. He also went on to win a Grey Cup, Canada's equivalent of the Super Bowl.
And I covered him when he was in high school. Bay River's game of the night put Cozen at home against Smithfield. This game was a battle of field position. Second quarter, Smithfield quarterback Willie Drew finds Christopher Pierce, who makes the catch between two defenders. Is he in? Is that yeah, that's a touchdown. More from Smithfield. William Robinson with 183 yards, 2 touchdowns. Smithfield wins 26-0.
Lafayette remains undefeated. The Rams defeated York 55-7, while Warrell gets past Jamestown 45-18.
Tab over Bruton 41-3, Franklin 56, Surrey County 28. And now back to Norfolk. Maury in blue hosting Liberty Christian. 4th down and 12 for Maury. And the Commodores go for it. Kevin Mills rifles it to Timothy White. He holds on. That's a Maury first down, and it led to a Maury score. But the Commodores still trailed by 7. Coming right back, though, Mills out of the pocket, hits Darrell Hairston. That led to another Maury touchdown. The game's tied at 14, but Liberty pulls away in the second half on the way to a 38-21 win. And when we come back, it's the Friday Night Lights play of the week, of the night. All right, Lex, it's time for the Riverside Orthopedic and Sports Medicine play of the night on the Peninsula. Heritage Hurricanes on offense. Remember this? Quarterback Jeremiah Boyd looking for his favorite target, and that's why Monty Watson makes the terrific catch, finishes the deal with a touchdown. The dynamic Heritage Hurricanes hook up. Heritage wins big over Denby, and it is our play of the night.
More final scores. Churchland gets its first win of the year. The Truckers over Booker T. Washington 19-10. Great Bridge wins an overtime shootout over Kings Fork 51-48.
Nansemond Suffolk defeats St. Anne's Belfield. Lakeland by 7 over Deep Creek. So, Lex, as we reach the halfway point of the high school football regular season, that's it for Friday Night Flights. Lex, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having us. Having me. It's always a wonderful Friday night.
And don't forget, you can see all the highlights on Wavy.com.